Welcome to the Deeply Disgusted Show. Yeah, today we're going to talk about Stephen A. Smith and how the world is turning against him. He's one of the biggest personalities in TV that ever hit sports media. He branched out and did his thing, and he's absolutely doing amazing. He got over 1 million subscribers, and I actually think that is way more than amazing. It's very hard to get 100,000, if y'all don't know. We're going to react to Poetic Flacco. I know. I talked about him in the last video, but I apologize. I'm sure he knows he has to lose the weight. But he's doing a very good job in his YouTube streets. He's good. He's good. He got a good leg up, with no jumper. Not my show, no joker. No jumper. And my other show. And his videos are catching fire. I mean, more people are reacting to his videos because he's doing some good research. So let's get to Stephen A. Smith. Let's see what's going on with this big forehead.
And Clark podcast, The Pivot, to explain himself with all this anti-black controversy he's been in the middle of, involving Jasmine Crockett, involving turning it down with Serena Williams' husband. But instead of, I guess, explaining him, well, he did try to explain himself, but his way of explaining himself was to throw LeBron James under the bus. Okay? So Stephen A. Smith, which, by the way, LeBron James haven't mentioned Stephen A. Smith in, I don't know, months now, right? But like Stephen A. Smith would say, man, y'all be on me for speaking on black people. But like, what about LeBron James? He be speaking on black people too, and he never.
Oh, Stephen A. Smith, he's media snitching. We call that media snitching. You a snitch, Stephen A., bro? LeBron may have did it, but he didn't get caught. You got caught. Yo, next time ask for a lawyer, Stephen A.
Never got smoke for white folks. It was just an overall bad strategy. Let's check it out, man.
Well, guess what? I found a way to win anyway. So this is what I've done. And so, what you see is a different culture. And that's a conversation we never get into it really about in professional sports, but primarily the NBA, where you got cats and they go at NBA players and stuff like that. Like, you bring up LeBron. You ever see LeBron go at a white boy? It's called what it is. You ever see him do that? You saw him come at me. Closest you ever came to seeing him do something like that was when he called out Brian Windhorst. What you calling out Brian Windhorst for? The man covered you since junior high school.
This completely backfired because all this did was.
To be honest, though, I mean, if the white boys is not doing nothing, I mean, they not doing things as far out as the athletes with color. Why would you call them out? I mean, you want LeBron to call people out just based on skin color? We don't operate like that. If the white boys ain't doing nothing, the white boys ain't bothering him, he ain't gonna talk about them. You don't know what them guys was doing to LeBron. You don't know what those guys said to LeBron. You just don't know.
Force people to point out the various instances where LeBron James have called out white people or white journalists. But even with this statement, LeBron James don't go after white people. He only went after Brian Windhorst. Yeah, Brian Windhorst is the foremost leading white journalist in sports. That's the guy. If you were to go after somebody, that's the guy. And also, that's the guy that's been overwhelmingly positive towards LeBron James. So if LeBron James was only going after people who was hating on him particularly, then the Brian Windhorst example wouldn't matter because Brian Windhorst have been derouting LeBron James for years. And LeBron James still went on Pat McAfee and told Brian Windhorst, stop telling people we best friends. I don't know you, bro.
See a lot too. Like I seen Brian Windhurst on one of these shows not too long ago. Like a clip.
Windy.
Yeah, you played
Yeah.
over high school.
Windy, you guys played together in high school.
together, yeah.
Right?
St.
He was on your high
Yeah,
school
this
team.
guy was like, says he's like my best friend. These guys are just weird. But
I don't know if Stephen A. Smith thought about
LeBron went on a show and told somebody going around saying they my best friend. And I don't even like this guy. LeBron James basically saying, yo, I don't even like him, yo, I'm not his best friend. Like, we never shared lunch boxes together. Like, is that what best friends do? I don't even know.
about that example too much. That that defeats the narrative that Stephen A. Smith is about to get to, where he believes that LeBron James hates him. Well, not about to get to, but he said it before, where LeBron James hates him because he's not Shannon Sharp, because he's not willing to ride LeBron James' coattails and say LeBron James is the GOAT. But Brian Windhorst was willing to do so. And
LeBron James is not the GOAT. I'm sorry. He is one of the best basketball players that ever played the game. One of the best. But he's not Kobe. And he's not Jordan.
LeBron James still don't mess with him because he be on BS. Or there's other examples of LeBron James going after white people or white journalists. Here's LeBron James going off on Doug, right? Because Doug was very critical at Bronny, right? He claims that Bronny opportunity in the NBA was given, not earned. Now listen, right, regardless.
I agree. I agree. Is he one of the best that should have been recruited to the NBA? I personally don't think so. I think that he is at best average. He's at best average. You could take somebody that's a decent basketball player that been playing basketball for a long time. He may be not NBA ready, but he could go. He could go and play some ball because he's able to handle a ball. He's able to handle a ball, but I don't think LeBron's sons. I don't know, man. I mean, I'm not the biggest sport enthusiast in the world, but the games that I've seen, I'm like, is this LeBron's son?
Of your opinion, but LeBron did go off on him, right? LeBron says, earn not given, gotta give him credit, poop emoji 5 times in reference to, to Doug's new job. So that's LeBron going off on somebody who's not black, who's a white man, as far as I'm concerned. And I can bring up multiple instances where LeBron James had went at Trump. Trump is not in sports, but that's the most powerful white man in the world. As far as I'm concerned, the only person LeBron James won't critique is the Chinese regime, right? Because they affect billions of dollars in business for LeBron James. That's the only critique I've ever had of LeBron.
Why would he want to mess up his money? Come on, y'all. That's not even a question. Like, I don't care what you think you on this planet for, to fight for colorism and to fight for all type of stuff, but on this planet that man has made, the one thing that we need to make sure we focus on is getting that bag.
LeBron James, like LeBron James is hella critical about everything else, right? But the minute the Houston Rockets coach speak up against China and their injustices and what they're doing to Muslims, LeBron James is quiet on it, and LeBron James.
Damn right, I'll be quiet too. I'll be like, ching chang, ching 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 chang, gang, gang. Me love Chinese food. Me eat Chinese food every day. Can I get chicken fried rice with broccoli?
Tells him he tripping for even speaking up because they got business with China. But yeah, white folks, no, you should have said, have you ever seen LeBron James criticize China? But we can find thousands of examples of LeBron James criticizing white folks. But here is Stephen A. Smith trying to throw LeBron James under the bus because he's in some controversy.
And has praised you repeatedly. And you used the Pat McAfee situation to go at him. You understand? And that's the only time you ever seen LeBron James, really go at somebody white. I'm going to call it what it is. So we understand each other. I understand a lot more. And I'll tell you, I'll divulge to my boy and his boy right here, when I did my monologue for.
I'm not gonna lie. Whatever they did to Stephen A. Smith on this show, I don't know if it's the lighting. I don't know what it is. The makeup artist, whatever lighting they have over there. Wow, y'all do miracles. Like, His face actually looks normal.
17 and a half, 18 minutes the day after he decided to go on Pat McAfee's show. All right. And I said what I said and meant every syllable of what I said. Immediately after, I was informed that we won't be hearing more from him about me. That's what I thought.
The irony here is that Stephen A. Smith can't see the hypocrisy, but everybody else saw it, which is why he got.
Yo, Stephen A. Smith, yo, he's like the gangster of media. Like he's like, Stephen A. Smith is the only one in media that talk about I said what I said and I meant it and I said it in their face and they ain't gonna do nothing about it. And he called back and he apologized and he came to my mama house and said, "Mama, I'm sorry. Stephen A. Smith told me to tell you that. I'm scared of him." Yo, Stephen A. Smith, bro, you think you the boogeyman or something, bro?
Billerated online, okay? So Stephen A. Smith has different personalities. Usually when it comes to black folks,
The man is all over the goddamn place.
it's the more aggressive personality that comes out. Stephen A. Smith have mafioso Stephen A. Smith. Stephen A. Smith has legendary NBA player GOAT Stephen A. Smith, where he pretends that he was this really great NBA player a basketball player who could have made it to the NBA if he didn't get hurt. Come to find out that's not true. Stephen A. Smith y'all saw Stephen A. Smith, and that usually only comes out when he's talking to a white man with power. With LeBron James, you see how he's
Damn right. You better respect those white men with power. Don't hate. Don't hate. You figure out the way to get your own power. That's the name of the game. How you gonna hate on somebody that got the power? How you gonna hate? It don't matter how they got it. They got it. Now you gotta figure out how to get it. You gotta figure out how to get it. That's how the world works. That's how real men operate in this world. We don't take. We don't hate. We create.
talking. Oh yeah, I thought so. I thought so. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You know. Oh yeah. He seen my monologue. Bro, LeBron James didn't see that monologue.
Yo, Stephen A., I personally think that you could take LeBron James. I know he got the height. I know everybody obsessed with height. All the girls love the height. But let me tell you, man, us dudes, man, we may don't got the super duper height, but guess we got the heart. And always remember Mike Tyson was not a tall man.
That monologue didn't strike fear in LeBron freaking. Bro, who do you think is terrified of a monologue, bro? Bro, you think like your words will do harm to LeBron James? Bro, Skip Bayless, for the last what?
Yo, Poetic Flacco, yo, he got kind of funny over the year. He got kind of funny over the year. I used to watch him on No Joker, and I used to be like, look at this freaking chocolate butter ball. This chocolate butter bowl looking like he don't talk about nothing but a bunch of nonsense. Now, yo, his craft has got way better.
20 years have tore LeBron James apart. You think LeBron James is scared of you? No, LeBron James don't want to talk about you no more because he feels like he's giving you more clout. Right? Because when he talked about you, you went on like a whole press tour about him. Right? But people also point out, man, you this aggressive with LeBron James, like 3 months later, and he hasn't mentioned you at all. And you're on the pivot to talk about how you turned it down with Serena Williams' husband.
And this is Antoine Daniels, his late night channel. Y'all kick on to it. It's I think it's on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I watch it all the time. But they get into the Stephen A. situation too. Watch.
Doubt. But how Jasmine Crockett chooses to express herself, I'm like, is that going to help your district in Texas? Aren't you there to find a way to get stuff done as opposed to just being an impediment to what Trump wants? How much work goes into that? I'm just going to go off about Trump, cuss him out every chance I get, say the most derogatory, incendiary things imaginable, and that's my day's work. That ain't work. Work is saying that's the man in power. I know what his agenda is. I'm not exactly in a position to stop him since the Republicans have the Senate and the House. But maybe if I'm willing to work with this man, I might get something out of it for my constituency. Because, like Joe Manchin said,
He's not lying, y'all. Listen to what Stephen A. saying. You see, what he said right there is very, very powerful. And he knows if they know if people listen to that type of rhetoric, it will cause mayhem for the Democratic Party because he's right. You should be figuring out ways how can you help out the people, not coming on TV every day and your meetings consist of cursing Trump out. Cursing out the president who you have to ask for things is not the way a congresswoman should work. It's just not. I think that what she's doing is stealing the people's money and trying to act like that that around the corner girl, like, oh, I'm down with y'all. I'm down. Oh, I'm gonna fight with y'all. I'm working hard, but her working hard is not what people like me would think. Like, okay, she's working hard. She's trying to lower some taxes. She's trying to, get rid of some bad individuals in the neighborhood to get the crime back on track. She's trying to bring big businesses to the town. Her definition of hard work is going into meetings and talking about Trump. Her definition of hard work is going to Congress and saying, "Oh, I hate Trump." Oh, that was a good day's work today. Okay, I'll see y'all on Monday. I will see you on Monday. Monday, what do? We cussed Trump out. Tuesday, yeah, we cussed Trump out again. What did you do Wednesday, Jasmine? I wrote a bad email and sent it to the White House, and it was about Trump. What did you do Tuesday, Jasmine? Oh, I did it something a little different. I went to the White House lawn, and right where Trump office is, I just took a big giant doo-doo. Okay. Jasmine Crockett, what did you do Friday for the people? Oh, I went to that big old place, Mar-a-Lago in Florida. You know that place Trump says that he owns? Yeah, I went there and I took a piss on the lawn and I said, F you, Trump. And that was my week's worth for the people of my district.
he's there to represent, or was there for 15 years to represent the people of West Virginia. She's supposed to be there to represent the people of Texas. I don't know. Maybe that just sounds ignorant because it's so simple.
So
Is this what he's in trouble for? If this is what people trying to cancel him for, you already know the agenda. Like, do I have to put a brain IQ helmet on your dumbass head? I personally think this is the problem in today's society. And it comes this simple. I swear to you, it's not going to take long. I think this is the problem in today's society. I think people are just straight up dumb.